Early in the morning.
What's going on, the people? It's your boy Cam, Topical Juice, and we are back with another video for you today. As you can see from the title, we're going to be talking about Skepta's very weird and questionable choice of friends / relationships. Now, I want to make this very, very clear off the rip. I am not accusing Skepta of anything. In fact, I actually like Skepta the same way I like Gigs. I've seen Skepta many times. I've listened to him most of my life. I like his new rhythm, Why Lie. It's a banger. I'm not accusing him of anything. Nothing's come out about Skepta that's violent or sex related, nothing like that. Everything I talk about is what his friends have been accused of. So some people might be asking, well, what's the point of this video then? What is the point? You're using Skepta's name for clout. All that stuff. Fair enough. If that helps you sleep at night, cool, I'm using his name for clout. But the way I see it is, I'm not a real journalist, but I like to consider myself a YouTube journalist. I like to observe certain things. One of the things that me and many other people have noticed, that Skepta has a very, very weird choice of friends. That's the main thing he's guilty of, having a poor choice of associates. And if I was an interviewer and he was sat in front of me right now, Skepta that is, I would be asking him, Skepta, tell me about your childhood, tell me about your influences, tell me about this, that and the other, tell me about new projects. But also, tell me what your thoughts are on someone that you've known for 10 plus years. Tell me your thoughts on him getting arrested for some of the most heinous crimes I've ever heard of. So yeah, I just wanted to get it out of the way first and foremost. I'm not accusing Skepta of anything. This is just a journalistic observation, shall we say. Anyway guys, I'd really appreciate if you like this video for me. I was meant to do this video weeks ago, but I got real distracted with the move and stuff. But yeah, like the video, push it out to the wider audience. If you like me, you like my content, consider pressing that subscribe button, press the bell to be notified. I'll be dropping in the AM and the PM. And also, Patreon is where the real deep dives is at. Make sure you hit that Patreon link. It's cheaper than your daily coffee. So the very first person on our list goes by the name of Solo45 or 45. To be honest, I don't care. Solo was from Broadwater Farm Estate in Tottenham, so that's how he obviously knows Skepta, because they're from the same ends. And he's also been a part of Skepta's rap collective BBK, that includes Jammer, JME, all of that. His biggest song, and the song that he's most well known for, is Feed Him to the Lions. But Solo wasn't just an artist part of BBK, he was actually friends with Skepta. He was found guilty of 30 charges, 21 of them being grape. He claimed that all his victims consented to what he would call as the grape game. He terrorized women, and he is one of the sickest individuals that I've seen, not just in grime, not just in music, in the UK. He is guilty of some heinous crimes, and he's so stupid, yeah, he filmed it all on his phone. That's what I'm saying, like self-snitching and all that. You know what I'm saying? He's got a slow. So the charges were broken down into 21 charges of grape, 5 charges of false imprisonment, 2 charges of assault by penetration, and 2 counts of assault occasioning actual bodily harm. Apparently, he actually used guns and like a shotgun, put a shotgun to people's heads and made them do things. He would grape them, choke them out, beat them, burn them, literally torture these women. The prosecution told the jury that he is a narcissist and a violent bully. All of the women didn't even know each other, but some of them got tortured to the point that they were getting waterboarded, bro. They were getting waterboarded. I remember the first time I heard about waterboarding. It was like meant to be the worst type of torture you could ever do to someone psychologically. He was doing that type of shit. He's fried, guys. In 2017, he was arrested after a woman claimed that he raped her and did all sorts of things to her in his Bristol apartment. After that, multiple women started to come forward. This isn't the first time he's been arrested for something mad. It says here, Solo went to jail in 2006. Rumor has it he tried to kill a girl he was seeing because she was pregnant. The guy is clearly fried. Look at the pictures that I showed you. My man looks like he's on the juice, bro. All that roid rage got to his head, got to his bonds, and now he's taking it out on women. As I said, Skepta and him, they weren't just band mates, yeah, rap collective mates. They were actually friends. Skepta has literally shouted him out in multiple songs.
Boy better know, free Solo 4-5, tracksuit mafia, active boys.
Can't forget, free Solo 45.
I just called the police and I shouted, Solo's home.
Not only that, they've literally made music together.
I keep telling them, boy better know, oh yeah, Solo's back on the road.
So we can clearly see they've had a relationship for a very, very long time. And if the 2006 rumors are to be believed, I don't know what he got arrested for, but if he really did try to kill the girl that he got pregnant, Skepta would have known about that, bro. So it's not really a good look. Just because you speak on nothing in general, it doesn't mean that you should be silent when it comes to this, is all I'm saying. Now, the next person on our list goes by the name of Ian Connor. Now, a lot of you won't know who Ian Connor is, but let me break it down for you. He is, again, another horrific monster, but he's yet to be convicted for his crimes. I don't even think he's charged. So Ian Connor is basically a very powerful figure in the music and fashion industries. He calls himself the king of the youth. He's actually really, really young, but he's worked with the likes of Kanye, after Virgil contacted him, Playboy Carti, the ASAP Mob. Now, we know the ASAP Mob are weirdos. Now, again, I like ASAP Rocky. I like a lot of these people, but we can't hide what they're into. A$AP Rocky is clearly an occultist who literally does satanic stuff in his music videos. It's literally there for clear as day. He does rituals in his music videos. So we know the A$AP mob are weirdos, bro. And one of Skepta's biggest songs is literally with A$AP Rocky. So yeah, again, all these little weird kind of connections and stuff. So he is massive in the fashion industry and music. He's very, very well connected. He's only young. Similarly to a lot of other abusers in the industry, he has been accused by bare minimum 21 women. Some articles were saying that it went up to 33 women. Because what happened, it was a lady called Malika, I think it was Malika. Malika basically put a blog out a few years ago accusing him of what he did. And immediately after that blog went out, multiple women, as they always do, came forward to support that claim. He's been accused of being a serial rapist, but not only that, he intentionally targets vulnerable black women, exactly like that nonce, DJ Nonce would. They seem to be the demographic that people go for when they want to get away with crimes. As you can see here, even Amber Rose chimed in and she said the women that Connor allegedly targeted are young, poor and black, so they were too afraid to report him. They felt it was their word against that of a wealthy, well-connected celebrity hanger-on, like a beg. Connor is. In one instance, Connor threatened to spit in a woman named Daniela's face, "When I catch you," saying that he would show her what disrespect gets you. He reportedly told another woman, by way of Twitter direct message, "Ninjas can catch you." Who the fuck do you think you are? In her blog post, Doe alleged Ian harassed me for weeks. I changed my number, he got it again and harassed me. This continued, according to Doe, despite changing the numbers. Look at his tweets about one of the women that came forward. It says here, like bitch, if you really cared, you'd be about human empowerment all around instead of singling out ninjas due to your poor choices. I really cannot fuck with other basic minded standard humans. It's sad as fuck. Every month still hitting magazine covers, still the most influential in fashion at 23, still fucking bitches, still stunting in general. Don't willingly cheat on your boyfriend if you can't handle the consequences of being cool, and don't try to ruin a life just because yours sucks. Like, look at the way this guy talks. Who does he think he is? Thinks he's some bad boy because the fashion industry and the music industry took him under your wing about man them can catch you and this, that and the other. Bro, you're targeting girls, bro. You're targeting vulnerable women, you weirdo. But interestingly, look at this tweet here. It says, Skepta literally wrote the last verse of Going Through It dedicated to me, and I'm literally crying tears of joy. Thank you, old friend. And obviously I've shown pictures of them two together. So again, Skepta is friends with this person, allegedly wrote a verse for this person that grapes and is violent towards young, poor black women. Again, I'll make it clear, I'm not accusing Skepta of any of these heinous crimes. The main thing he is guilty of is associating with some very, very horrific, disgusting people. And again, in that sense, that's actually not a good look, as I said, because in most cases, you are the company you keep. But again, there's nothing that's come out about Skepta. And I really hope nothing does come out about Skepta, because I like Skepta. Now, the third person on our list, Naomi Campbell. What can we say about Naomi Campbell? Now, this ain't a friend. They were actually in a relationship. Skepta and Naomi met at the British Fashion Awards in 2016, and they were no longer together in 2018, but they remained friends. They were doing photo shoots together. They were doing little kind of interviews together. Take a look at this.
I can't deal with
politics.
Yeah, I don't really want to get into politics, so I'm not going to go there really, because for me to feel good about myself, I have to do my part.
Now, the bit I found interesting about that was when politics came up, Skepta put his fingers in his ears. And I find that very interesting because anytime there's anything political or what he deems as political, he obviously buries his head in the sand, e.g. Solo, e.g. Ian, e.g. anyone that he's been associated with. He doesn't say anything about it because if it's deemed too political, he just whoop, head in the sand. Where do we start with Naomi Campbell? I mean, this woman is allegedly one of the most horrible people in the modeling industry. Apparently she's a bully and she targets anyone that's similar to her or looks somewhat like her or even doesn't even look like her. She'll target anyone to belittle them and bully them, allegedly. I've never met her, but from multiple sources, she is a very horrible person. Before we even talk about what she's been accused of, let's talk about who she's been seen with. Have a look at this picture. And have a look at that picture. How about this picture? Yeah, the woman is seen with some of the most awful, depraved, disgusting humans ever, from Epstein to Weinstein, Diddy. Naomi Campbell is always found with wrong people. Tyra Banks even accused her of getting her kicked off a shoot and not supporting her at all.
You said, I have to ask you something. Do they try to make you look like me?
Right.
And I said, I don't know about so much now, but in LA, yeah, they really did with the little short black wigs.
That. You told me that, yeah,
yes.
I remember.
And Naomi, you got up, pushed me away, and said, yeah, I thought so. And you turned.
I did.
You went from the sweetest woman that was giving me vitamins to someone that terrified me on that trip.
Oh, my God.
And
Understandable, I can
I
understand.
was told
Another model called Elsa claimed that she bullied her so much it made her depressed and turned to alcohol. Another model called Kyra accused the supermodel of ill treatment that resulted in psychological damage. Multiple people have come out and said this woman is such a bully, she's so degrading, she's so horrible that people actually need psychological help dealing with the outcome of messing with this woman. You feel me? She's also known to have accepted blood diamonds as a gift from a man called Taylor.
Are you a bit nervous?
No, well, I didn't really want to be here, so I was made to be here. So obviously, I'm just like wanting to get this over with and get on with my life.
For prosecutors, Campbell's testimony is seen as crucial in a case that goes back over a decade, involving hundreds of thousands of people killed or maimed in a bloody civil war that Taylor is accused of fueling with what came to be called blood diamonds. As first reported by ABC News, witnesses said Campbell, on a trip to South Africa to the home of Nelson Mandela, had boasted of receiving a packet of diamonds from Taylor's representatives. But Campbell denied the allegations to ABC News earlier this year, before storming out of the interview.
You received a diamond from
I didn't
Charles.
receive a diamond, and I'm not going to speak about that. Thank you very much. And I'm not here for that.
Well, we've been told that you didn't help the prosecution sort of in this very important case.
Thank you so much. Goodbye.
She knew what they were. She tried to feign ignorance, but we all know, you know what a blood diamond is, Naomi. You know what it is. And someone came to her door, the leader gave it to her, gifted it to her, and she accepted it. She had to go to court for that. She actually got subpoenaed to go to court for that and give like a testimony.
When I was sleeping, I had a knock at my door, and I opened my door, and two men were there and gave me a pouch and said, "A gift for you."
Did you ask them who they were?
No, I was extremely tired. When they gave me the pouch, I just put it next to my bed and went back to bed.
What did you think the stones were?
They were kind of dirty looking pebbles. They were dirty, I don't know. I find when I'm used to seeing diamonds, I'm used to seeing diamonds shiny and in a box, you know.
Witnesses, including actress and activist Mia Farrow, have given much different testimony. Farrow was there the next morning and says Campbell knew exactly what she had.
She said during the night, some men had knocked at her door, and it was representatives of President Charles Taylor, and that they had given her a huge diamond. And we're like, oh my gosh.
Yeah. So she's knowingly accepted blood diamonds. She's been seen with some of the most horrific people. And guys, let's be real here. She works in the modeling industry. Do you know how satanic and fried the modeling industry really is? The modeling industry is basically legal human trafficking, bro. Facts.
Over the years, this model rose up to the top. She shared the runway with other well-known models like Naomi Campbell and Cindy Crawford. She was so successful that she was making up to $10,000 a day. In 2001, Karen Mulder was being interviewed on the Francis show Everyone is Talking About It. In front of a live studio audience, Mulder went public with our allegations and accused top executives from the modeling agency that she was in, Elite Model Management. She was in a disturbed psychological state. She said, quote, "They wanted to make a prostitute out of me. I was pumped with drugs, I was subjected to hypnosis, and you can't even imagine how simple it is and how terrible it is. The model industry is a conveyor of girls for wealthy men, and it will not work to bring the organizers to clean the water. They have connections everywhere."
When I was even doing research for this video about 3-4 weeks ago, look at the story that I found recently. As you see here, October the 4th, 2024, woman arrested after luring 6 young women with the promise of modeling work before they were kidnapped and held for $100,000 ransom. The modeling industry has been known as a trafficking ring because you can invite women across borders under the guise of modeling opportunities, but yet you then get trafficked into different industries and you're then forced to have relations with all these different men and all these different executives. That's the modeling industry is known for that. So the fact that she's not only in that industry but made it to the top of it says that she's probably in some mad stuff. And Skepta wasn't just her friend, he was in a relationship with her. You know what I'm saying? So he obviously saw a lot of things that he liked about her and this, that and the other. Now the next one obviously goes by the name of DJ Noncewood. We all know what DJ Noncewood likes to do with my videos. He's been trying to silence me for spitting that real for years. For years he's been trying to take down my videos, right? We all know what DJ Noncewood has been accused of. He only targets, like Ian Connor, black women. He's got a fetish for black women and he only goes for black women. That's why he thinks he's a fucking chef in Nigeria, the clown. Anyway, my man is dogs with Skepta. I mean, look at all the pictures they've been seen together. They go way back. Way back. They've also done interviews together. Noncewood has been seen wearing man's t-shirt, boy better know and all that. Like, they go way back. Another poor choice of colleague. Another poor choice of friends. I mean, look at this article here. It says DJ Noncewood is facing allegations from a woman who says she had intercourse with him when she was 14 and he was in his 30s. The woman claims Noncewood continued relations with her on several occasions in the early 90s, when the age of consent in England and Wales was and still is 16. Now, I know some slow people in the audience will be like, well, they had multiple relations, so you didn't blame the girl, Oh, God, you lot are so dumb. When you've got a man in position, a man in power, a man with that much influence, a young girl who's 14. What were you like at 14? Did you know what the world was like? What people were like at 14? Did you know any better? It's very common for people in positions of power to coerce younger people. Like, it's ridiculous. We know what he's on. He's a tramp. He's a disgusting little rat. That's why he had to flee the country like they all do eventually. Because he knows something's building against him. I don't even know why he ain't been nicked for it yet, to be honest. I don't know what. It's a joke thing. But anyway, as I said, they done interviews together. We know they're brethren. He's been chilling with Diddy and Skepta. And that actually leads us on to our final person. Our final person that Skepta's been associated with. Diddy. Yeah. Now, Diddy, another monster. We know that Skepta's made music with Diddy.
Mix. Hello, Skepta. Come on, and Diddy Dirty Money. Skepta. As we proceed, boy better know. The bad boys are back, blowing up shit like a bomb in Iraq. Diddy's in white, I'm in all black. That's Dirty Money and boy better know together. That's crazy as hell. Me and Diddy got both hands on a big red button. Just say the word to shut down the world.
We know that Skepta's been seen in videos with Diddy and Chip and pictures with Diddy, interviews with Diddy and Noncewood.
This was a real intimate like family vibe. We coming back in a couple of weeks and we're gonna tear that down. But this is my brother right here. I love my brother. That's my brother right here.
Exactly. He's your younger boy. He's the younger kid, baby.
This is a UK bad boy. I'm not gonna let him talk. This is my man. He rode with me and I ride with him.
Exactly.
I've done enough videos on Diddy recently. We know what Diddy's on. A recent lawsuit came out where he's essaying 10-year-old boys, bro. This ain't just a person that does things to women, which would have been bad enough, or grown adults, grown men would have been bad enough. He does it to children. Skepta's been around that person. Now, once again, I will reiterate for the 100th time in the video, I've got nothing against Skepta. Not only do I have nothing against Skepta, I actually like Skepta. This is just my observation. The fact that he has been closely associated with people, like, look at the crimes Diddy's been accused of. Look at Solo, Ian. They're not like little misdemeanors. They are seriously awful crimes against humanity. And he's been seen with multiple people. So it's like, it's a bit mad. But again, he has never been accused. Well, as far as I'm aware, Skeppy has never been accused of anything like this. And I really hope it continues that way. So again, it's more of an observation of his poor choice of friends. I think Skepta needs to do better when it comes to picking who he associates himself with, or people will start lumping him together with that, and actually sharing his opinion on what these people have been accused of. We want to know. I mean, I want to know. I'm sure others want to know. Like, what are your thoughts on these people that you've been chilling with for years? You know what I'm saying? So anyway, guys, let me know your thoughts. I'll be keen to know what you think. And yeah, stay safe, stay blessed, stay vigilant. Peace.